ての勇者様にそのような能力はありません。ママ、ひどい。
Have you ever dreamt of escaping to a world of fantasy where adventure knows no bounds? If so, you're in for a treat. In this thrilling journey through anime, we'll be uncovering the top 20 isekai anime of all time. These series transport you to incredible worlds where we're about to unveil the most action-packed ones. Starting off with number 20. We're actually going to skip 20 for now because you guys will be upset when you hear it. I will drop number 20 throughout the script. So we will start off with number 19, which is Apara. Apara is about a class of high school students who get transported to a fantasy world, and they have a chance to become heroes with special abilities and great strength. However, there's a guy named Hajime who doesn't have any of the cool powers and feels like he's holding his classmates back. During a mission, something goes wrong, and one of his classmates betray him. This leads Hajime to falling to the deepest part of a dangerous dungeon. Now he's stuck there, and he has to fight for his life while trying to find a way out. He eventually makes friends with a vampire who's been around for 3,000 years. They make a promise to escape the dungeon and return home. It's an action-packed story of survival and friendship in a new and dangerous world. A must-watch anime. Next on our list, we have Kamikatsu. It's about a guy named Yukato whose father is a cult leader and is killed in a ritual. He wakes up in a world where people don't believe in gods. At first, his new life isn't very exciting, but things change when he learns that his friends are in trouble because they fear death. In this world, not believing in gods is seen as normal. The very concept of a god or religion doesn't exist. Fortunately, a god from his old cult comes to visit him. Kamikatsu is a show that switches between funny and serious moments very quickly. Some people might love it, while others might not, but it's definitely not a boring show. And guys, if you haven't checked out the Yaboyrocklee reaction channel, I recommend that you do so. We post isekai just like this on that channel. Next on our list, my personal favorite is the Eminence in Shadow. It's a popular new reincarnation isekai story that follows Minoru Kagano, who reincarnates in a world of limitless power, creating the Shadow Garden to battle the cult of Diablos. It offers a well-written plot and likable characters for isekai enthusiasts. Time out! Time out! I'm extremely biased. This is my favorite isekai, and if it was up to me, I would put it as number 1. It's just not like anything that you've ever seen. It's actually funny. Sid is an anomaly in this world, and sometimes you just cannot take the man too serious, but the actual story building, the actual world of itself is fantastic, and I recommend that you give this a chance. I can elaborate more. Comment if you'd like me to do so. Next on our list, we have the Cautious Hero. Isekai often features overpowered protagonists who effortlessly defeat giant foes. In Cautious Hero, the hero is overpowered but overly cautious. When Restarte calls upon Seiya to save the world, she gets a hero who insists on thorough training and taking no chances in battles. The show's humor stems from Seiya's cautious approach, and it builds a light-hearted adventure around the dynamic between Seiya and Restarte. I'm sorry, I'm bad at names, offering plenty of comedic moments. I also want to add, since I've personally seen this as well, you're just watching this show, it's funny how it's all fun and games, and all of a sudden, things just go crazy. You're like, oh my god, what is happening? It goes from funny to serious to back to funny really fast. At number 15, we have A Cell World. It's about an overweight and bullied kid in middle school. He escapes into a virtual world to find solace. One day, a chance is offered by the most popular girl in school, and this changes his life. He's introduced to the accelerated world through a program called Brain Burst. But to keep it, he must earn points by battling others in this new virtual realm. Coming in at our 14th spot, another personal favorite of mine, Saga of Tanya the Evil. An atheist business tycoon, defies God even in death. God, being X, reincarnates them as a girl in a war-torn world, hoping to change their mind through mind-effed games. But this young girl, who is actually a man in a young girl's body, becomes a ruthless soldier using magic to cause chaos. It's a tale of unexpected consequence. And now we go to the 20th spot because number 20 and number 13 are going to be back to back. Number 20 is going to be Monster Rancher. Yes. Let's begin with Monster Rancher because in this series, the heroes find themselves in a world where monsters are in charge. Let me rephrase that. The hero is transported to a faraway land, to a world where monsters rule. He played the game like an ace. Now he's in this space to save the monsters from the evil moon. Monster Rancher, monsters rule, Monster Rancher. Yes, incredibly cringe to hear me singing, but I watched this series as a boy, and Genki, the main star, is fantastic. He goes around beating up monsters in roller skates. It doesn't get any cooler than that. Unlike Pokemon, the monsters can talk. They have their own personalities. Mochi! Cherry Blossom Pudding Pop! Which makes the story more interesting. The fact that this world is run by monsters adds a unique twist, and it gives the heroes a clear purpose to fight for. And boy, when you guys reach the end of Monster Rancher, if you haven't already, it's peak. Continuing. At number 13, we have a beloved classic that helped introduce countless children to the exciting world of anime. Digimon Adventure is not commonly cited among isekai shows because most people grew up watching it before they were even familiar with the term. While the show spends a decent chunk of time in the human world, Digimon Adventure predominantly revolves around the Digidestined's time in the digital world. Again, a personal favorite and something that I have watched. Growing up, Digimon Season 1 was quite the adventure, and it was peak anime because, again, it's kids that would shamelessly jump other monsters with their monsters. The kids was out there running into battle. They was picking up sticks. They was throwing rocks. The Digimon was talking smack to the other Digimon. What a glorious age of anime growing up. And this is one of the earliest series that introduced me to anime. That's why I had to come in person and hype it up. You can tell which ones I've seen personally. Continuing on to our list. At number 12 is Isekai Quartet. It's a cute and hilarious anime featuring characters from various isekai series. They all attend school together, creating chaotic and funny situations. With characters from Overlord, Tanya the Evil, ReZero, Overly Cautious Hero, the show exaggerates common anime tropes for maximum humor. And can we not forget, speaking of humor, Konosuba. You don't need to know all the source series to enjoy it, but it does maximize the experience and is one of the best comedy anime series out there. Watch it for a good laugh. At number 11 on this list is The Devil is a Part-Timer. The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 1 is a beloved isekai anime where the devil works at McDonald's parody. The 2013 season is a well-animated and humorous season. However, Season 2 had issues with inconsistent animation and a shift away from the fast food setting. Yeah. In addition of Alice Ramos, a cute child, who altered the relationship between the main characters. Moving on. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. You can see the tone shifted. Season 1 of Devil's a Part-Timer. Peak! And after that, next on our list, at number 10, we have Gate. It's a fantasy world which appears in Japan, causing an all-out war to break out between the invading empire and the JSDF, Japanese Self-Defense Force. The latter manages to repel the opposing forces, and in the battle's aftermath decide to send a group of soldiers into this new world. One member of that party is Itami, an otaku who eventually befriends a trio of girls who slot into fantasy archetypes. Gate is an entertaining anime that tells both a standard and reverse isekai story. Itami is nothing more than a decent protagonist, but he is aided by an absolutely massive roster of secondary characters. His harem is filled with lovable personalities, and they make the show what it is. Next on our list is Log Horizon at number 9. Log Horizon distinguishes itself from other MMORPG-based isekai anime through its clever writing. After the main characters are transported into the world of Elder Tale, they work together to create a society which they have always envisioned. The show is intelligent and well-paced, not relying solely on action during slower moments. It delves into the challenges of forming a new society and ensuring peace. Log Horizon is considered one of the most intelligent and interesting isekai series, and its slower pace is equally engaging. At number 8, we have the growing coat among its controversy, Mushikui Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, one of the newer isekai series. In a short time, it has become one of the best in the genre. This one is fairly unique, and fans love its dramatic story and memorable moments. The series follows Rudius Greyrat, who was reborn after a miserable death and now seeks to make the most of his new life in a magical world. Viewers watch him learn magic, make new friends, and strive for a meaningful second chance. It's important to note that this series brings great controversy, and I think that's a good thing. Rudius is not a traditional hero. His behavior has been quite questionable. But Mushikui Tensei doesn't just add inappropriateness just for the sake of doing so. It adds character and unique twists that make the show funny while challenging your traditional way of thinking. I recommend it. Be open-minded. Next on our list, we have Overlord, a popular isekai series where Momonga gets stuck in his powerful in-game character, Ainz Ul Gaon. He takes his role as the ruler of Nazarick seriously and evolves into a more ruthless character in later seasons. The show blends epic, funny, and emotional moments while examining the challenges of wielding limitless power and being trapped in a shutdown game. Next on our list is The Rising of the Shield Hero, which had mixed reception, with its first season starting strong but declining as it progressed. The story follows Nefomi Iwatani, who is falsely accused and shunned as the shield hero in a fantasy world. The initial episodes are intentionally frustrating and intense, hinting at a more mature and dark isekai anime. Though the series doesn't fully deliver on this promise, while divisive, it's worth a watch for those into power fantasy style shows. Next on our list, we have Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world. The series starts with Kaz, who is transported to a new world and finds himself in hilarious situations. Kaz, as in Kazuma, his allies include the obsessed magician Megumin, the glutton for punishment Darkness, and the seemingly useless goddess Aqua. While it's not as action-packed as the other isekai anime, Konosuba is renowned for its humor and is one of the funniest in the genre. At number 4, we have The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, which sounds pretty silly, so it's easy to judge this title really off the bat. However, this highly popular reincarnation isekai is actually one of the best out there. The series follows the adventure of Rimuru Tempest, a slime demon who was once a regular guy in a past life. Now reborn as a powerful demon in a magical world, Rimuru plans to use his powers to create a new relaxed society that mirrors his modern world. With a unique premise, a likable protagonist, and a well thought out setting, Reincarnated as a Slime features the very best aspects of the genre. At number 3, we have No Game, No Life. This explores the psychology of shut-ins. The two main protagonists are shut-ins, master gamers, who are challenged to a game of chess by the god Tet. They win, and are thrust into a fantasy world of discord, where no one can harm each other, and disputes are settled through games. This concept creates an intriguing picture of conflict, and the way protagonists interact in this world is captivating. At number 2, we have ReZero, starting life in another world. Any discussion of isekai anime isn't completed without ReZero starting life in another world. It's about Subaru, who gets transported to a cursed fantasy world where he can return after dying. The story starts light, but gets darker as Subaru faces brutal deaths. After fatality, his resurrections offer chances to protect loved ones. with great animation, a gripping plot, and beloved characters like Rem, and Amelia. ReZero is considered one of the top isekai series, and I have no bias towards one girl or the next. Rem. Okay, folks, kicking off number 1. And this really is in no particular order. I know people are going to get upset because they view it as a true ranking system. It's just 20 of the best. At number 1, we have Sword Art Online, probably the most famous isekai series. It's known for having a love it or hate it reputation, partly due to its frequent presence. The story centers around Credo, a strong character trapped in a virtual game along with other players. He has a compelling relationship with Asuna and other female characters. While the series has its flaws, it's undeniably popular. There's also a good spin-off called Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online. And there you have it, folks. The series are a dream come true for fans of action and fantasy. They'll keep you on the edge of your seat with epic battles and captivating stories. These isekai adventures will continue to leave a lasting mark on anime enthusiasts everywhere. I'm your host, ReZero, from the reaction channel Yaboyrocklee, where we cover isekai like this, many anime, live actions, K-dramas, movies, just random Western TV shows. Woo! Via reactions. So if you guys like these kind of videos and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe here. Check out your boy ReZero reactions and check out all the links in the description. We got your boy ReZero Gaming. We got your boy ReZero reactions. We have the your boy ReZero show. Until next time, folks, I'm ReZero and I'm out.